A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant escalation of trade tensions, President Donald Trump has announced a steep increase in import tariffs on Canadian goods, raising them to 35% effective August 1st. This decision comes despite Canada's recent agreement to withdraw its planned digital services tax, which had been a point of contention between the two nations. The move signifies a broader strategy by the Trump administration to leverage tariffs as a tool for negotiating trade agreements and addressing perceived trade imbalances. The announcement was made via a letter to Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney, in which Trump reiterated his administration's frustrations over what he described as Canada's inadequate measures to combat the smuggling of fentanyl into the United States. The president has framed the tariffs as a necessary response to protect American interests, claiming that Canada's policies pose a threat to the U.S. economy. Historically, Canada has been one of the United States' largest trading partners, with a trade surplus of $63.3 billion in 2024, according to U.S. Census Bureau data. Key exports from Canada to the U.S. include oil, mineral fuels, and automotive parts, while the U.S. exports significant amounts of machinery and chemicals to Canada. The relationship, however, has soured in recent months, particularly following Trump's introduction of tariffs on steel and aluminum, which have adversely affected Canadian industries. The backdrop of these tariff increases lies in the ongoing negotiations surrounding the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, USMCA, which replaced the North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, in 2020. The agreement was intended to foster free trade among the three nations, but has faced numerous disputes and compliance issues since Trump's return to office. Prime Minister Carney has expressed his commitment to defending Canadian workers and businesses during these negotiations, emphasizing the importance of collaboration to address shared challenges. Trump's administration has been proactive in sending similar tariff notifications to other countries, signaling a potential shift in U.S. trade policy that could affect global markets. The president has hinted at broader tariffs of 15 to 20% on imports from various countries, which could further complicate international trade relations. The implications of these tariffs extend beyond just economic considerations. They reflect a growing trend of nationalism in trade policies, where countries prioritize domestic industries over international cooperation. Critics argue that such measures could lead to retaliatory tariffs from Canada and other nations, potentially igniting a trade war that would have far-reaching consequences for the global economy. As the deadline of August 1st approaches, both countries are under pressure to negotiate a resolution that could prevent further escalation. The Canadian government has made strides in addressing the fentanyl crisis, and it remains to be seen whether these efforts will be sufficient to assuage U.S. concerns and avert the impending tariffs. In conclusion, the increase in tariffs on Canadian goods marks a significant turning point in U.S.-Canada trade relations. As both nations navigate these turbulent waters, the outcome of these negotiations will have lasting implications for their economic partnership and the broader landscape of international trade. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.